Well, it's Tech for Hire. I believe he's going to bore us again with his bullshit.
Very quickly, I need to point out a little factoid that I didn't have when I first started this video. The Chinese adaptive light is in fact not adaptive. It is Chinese, but non-adaptive. Unfortunately, I didn't know that when I purchased it. I mean, you figure for 55 bucks, it's not going to be adaptive light. That's why I was like, holy crap. But anyways, you know, I just wanted to throw that out there because I know guys might go to eBay or whatever and try to find this light for $55. It's non-adaptive. So don't look for an adaptive light. You're not going to find one at this price point. So I just needed to throw that out there because as you'll see, I keep referencing the Chinese light as an adaptive light, and it is in fact not an adaptive light. Tech for Hire here with the new video. What are we going to cover today? We are going to cover adaptive headlights for my Triumph. There are two different ones out there. Actually, there's a couple different ones, a lot of fake ones. I went with the original. I went with JWspeaker adaptive headlight. I believe it's the 8690A. Great headlight. I've had nothing but good things about with this headlight. But a fair comparison is to look at the most expensive light and the cheapest light. I purchased a adaptive headlight clone from eBay. It was $55 shipped. So we have a $55 headlight and we have a $699 headlight. So which one is going to come out on top? We don't know. We have to check it out. Now, first things first, when you get the JWspeaker original headlight from the manufacturer, it comes. Now, first things first, when you get the JWspeaker original headlight from the manufacturer, it comes in on box, and you have to obviously open it up. And this is what you get. You get a nice box, okay? You know exactly what you're getting. It's just a regular box, but you have the JWspeaker part number on it. You have all the information. You get the specs on the lumens and all that good stuff. You know, you're told right there, proudly made in the United States, okay? You know what you're getting with this one. Now, with the Chinese version, I haven't actually opened it yet because I wanted to show you how it arrived. This is how it arrived. Okay, it looks like a cardboard box. I'll cover up my information here because I don't want crazy people. But this is how it actually came, and you can tell that it was a bag that was just taped up to wrap around it. Now, obviously, there is a box in here, so I'm not concerned about the box being or the light being broken or anything like that. But this does not instill confidence. This does not instill, hey, I just spent a large sum of money for a good quality light. What this tells me is you spent $55 on a light. So only way I'm going to be able to tell how this is we crack this puppy open. So let's do that now. All right, let's get this puppy open. And I had to wait extra days for this because apparently they shipped it to the wrong address and then they had to fix their shipping. So I finally got it a couple days later. So it took a while to get this. I mean, I almost waited 2 weeks for this. I mean, coming from China all the way across the other end of the world, I guess it's not so bad, but when you're waiting for something to test something, it does suck. So we do get the white box treatment. No frills or anything like that. Got your American Diesel Dave, proud American buying Chinese shit. What's wrong with you, boy? All right, so let's open this puppy up, okay? Little foam, little frillies, and here's the light. Okay, nothing special. Let's go ahead and take this off here. See that here? doesn't look too bad. I mean, if you think about it, for 50 bucks, that's not bad. But as with most of the Chinese stuff that we get out there, or that we get, hear that? You know, one solid rock is going to hit this thing and it's going to obliterate it. I don't know what the lumens are right now, but I will be able to find out for you. But I mean, for 50 bucks, it's really not that bad. But I can already tell, like the clone Chinese JWspeaker version 2, they get really hot. It has these heat sinks, but these suckers get super, super hot. So, but this looks like it's made a little bit better than the other one. So I'm really interested to see what the output is on this and how actually these guys illuminate on the sides. So now let's compare this to the JWspeaker. All right, let's look at the JWspeaker. What? Now it comes with a sleeve, so, you know, wow, big time. That's where you spend all your money. It's on the sleeve. Now it's definitely a much larger box. It's a more ornate box, which just means it's harder to freaking open. All right, so once you open this, here you go. Now it has a little protective sticker on it, but see that, just the quality, just automatically looking at it, you can tell this is a top quality product. On the inside it says JWspeaker here, it says 50R 17.5, I don't know what all that crap is, but it says .LED motorcycle SAE MHL16. But you also look at the back, look at those fins, it's not painted. Now that's a big difference between the two. I mean, this is your natural aluminum heat sink, so it's going to dissipate heat a little bit better, I would think. But like the other one, you have your H4 connector. You also have an auxiliary connector here for the daytime running light. This is a little bit lighter than the other one, so that's kind of interesting. But for shits and giggles, let's look at them side by side. Okay, let's take a peek at these things side by side. Now you can tell on the JWspeaker, on the inside, it has a plastic piece that's, you can kind of see the screws on in there. That's a clear plastic piece, okay? And then behind it, the housing is black. So the black is coming through the back side of the housing. Now on this one, it's actually a black plastic piece. So that's where you actually get your color from. So when you look at them, this one actually looks more chrome than this one. This one actually looks more black. But this one is actually, I mean, it looks better. I mean, in this light, it looks like this one's chrome, whereas this one is much darker. But when you stare at it right in your face, there's a big difference between the two. As far as the LEDs go, like on this JWspeaker, you can look inside of these little LED spots and you can actually see the LED board. So that means that it's almost like a clear pathway for the LED. Now on this one, I can barely see the LEDs except for on the center. You see where it's slightly greenish, you know, a little bit yellow right there. I should say like right there. That's, you're actually seeing the Cree LED. Now on this one, I don't think, I mean, you can see it in the center, but you can't quite see it on the outside pieces, but I can see it when I stare at it like this. I can actually see them. Now let's look at the heat sinks on the back. Now they're pretty darn close. I mean, I kind of think that these guys bought one of these and redid it themselves. But these are supposedly made in Wisconsin, and these are made in China. So let's look at the connectors. You know, I mean, they do a really good job of copying crap. I'm telling you, man. But on this heatsink, it has all the information for the wattage, the volts. It says patent pending, has JWspeaker's name on it. This one has absolutely nothing on it. Doesn't say squat. Yeah, I swear, these guys, I mean, the Heatsink is almost identical. All the little nooks, all the little crannies. The main difference being on the JWspeaker, it has this little drilled spot for holding the wires kind of out of the way, whereas this one doesn't have it, but you can see it has the spot where you could drill it if you wanted to. So, yeah, it's fairly interesting. I didn't realize that they were so darn close. This one does, the JWspeaker does say high beam is 39 watts and low beam is 23 watts. Positive is 2.5 watts. I don't know what all that is. Yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't have my hands in the way, huh? Right? I'm really worried about dropping them. Not so much worried about dropping this one. I'm worried about dropping this one. This one's $699. This one's $55. I can chuck this one across the room and not feel guilty about it. I chuck this one, I'm going to cry for about a couple weeks because Daddy ain't making $699 on this YouTube. I tell you what, okay? I had to do a lot of whoring to get this one. But anyways, what's the lowdown? Doesn't really matter what they look like. Doesn't matter if this has a name on it, patent pending, all the information on it looks snazzy. If this one outperforms. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in the video, I would normally put the lights in, go for a drive, show you the difference between the two. That way you could make a determination upon yourself which light you think is better, the $6.99 light or the $55 light. Well, I did another video, which I'm going to link here. And in that video, I show you the difference between the stock light, the Chinese JWspeaker version 2 light, the adaptive light, which I have here in this video, as well as the JWspeaker actual adaptive light. I do a road test where you can actually see what it looks like when it does the curves, the brightness, all that stuff. I don't think it makes much sense for me to do that again and put that in here, just because if you're a subscriber and you watch that other video and it's like 12 minutes of me driving on the road, you don't want to watch that same thing over again in this video. So I'm not going to do that to you. All I'm going to do is I'm going to link the video. You can watch that one to see the difference between the two, see which one's brighter, make that determination upon yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to go through both the lights as much as possible to show you the differences between the two. Obviously, the failing last part is to actually show you what they look like when they're illuminated. But like I said, I did that in the other video. Please look at that video, check it out. It'll have all the information on it, give you the lumens, the breakdown, all that good stuff. So, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, need directions, hey, just comment. I'll see what I can do. All right, until next time.